What did you say? Okay. Okay. Hello, Adam Pools. Welcome back to a brand new video. Before we end this video, make sure to hit your subscription, thumbs up, and notifications on all the post notifications because I know you want me to. Because I know y'all want to know when I'm posting again. Okay, in today's video, I have my parents here and we're gonna do a little Q&A. Just some simple questions that I found, and yeah, we're gonna see what's their answers like. So let's get into it. Okay, first question. What was your favorite toy? What was your favorite toy growing up, and what was it like?
What was what like? The toy like or what was growing up like?
The toy. What was the toy like? Like
I had a Volvo car.
you had one
A Volvo car.
when you were small.
When I was little.
A toy car. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, a Volvo toy car.
And what was it like? Like, what was like the something that you found that amazed you about it?
My girls used to open the door, you know? And my bonnet and my boots used to open.
Okay. Ma?
My favorite toy. It was a little doll that I got for my birthday. But yeah, I think that was it. It was just a doll that I used to like. I wasn't really into toys, so like it was like maybe one of my dolls that I remember like it. Yeah.
So what was fascinating about it? You just
It was
liked
just
it.
a toy.
You just liked it.
My bonnet and press his head.
Okay. What did you like? What was your favorite lunch like for school?
Hello.
Sometimes I like things.
My favorite sandwich was polony. I had polony every day for lunch, like literally every day. It was the best polony we used to buy at Adam's shop. That time when Adam's was still Adam's in and it was delicious. And yeah, that was my favorite lunch every day.
And you?
We used to also have bologna. And when the lunch was finished, we used to get school garbage.
Can you explain what school comes?
Brown bread, no butter, just jam.
And you like that?
Yeah, it was nice.
That's the first time hearing that.
We used to get, but I never used to take every day because I never used to eat jam and all of those things. So I used to only go when the children used to go out. I was funny with that time. So when the children used to go out and they used to come back with snowball and milk,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I used to do. So I'll go and get a snowball and then I'll keep the milk away. Then I need to
Okay. Okay, moving on. What was your favorite room in your house that you grew up in, and did you have like a secret spot in the house?
Well, our favorite room was very close to the toilet. That was the best part when you needed to pee. You just double up the toilet.
Was it like a secret? Did you have any like a secret spot in the house?
Not really. Because all brothers were staying in one room.
Ma?
Well, our house wasn't very big, as you know. So you found a spot and you just went you just made it your own. But when we were staying in Richard Wood Road, there wasn't a spot inside the house because we used to stay at the back. There wasn't a spot inside. I used to have a spot outside of the house. It was facing the park, the fence facing the park. There was a spot that I used to sit on. That was my spot that I used to like.
We had a
I
couple of
used to
ones.
sit
We had
there.
a
Yeah,
couple
because
of
y'all were
ones.
lying. You had a big house.
Big ones.
You were fancy.
We always last.
You were fancy.
And then we had the playrooms.
Yeah, you were fancy. You were staying in the and
And
upstairs
then
and
the
downstairs.
upstairs and
You had
downstairs.
mansions. You had netball.
On the east side.
Like, what did you do in over there?
Listen,
It was just a chilling spot.
it was just, and then I used to just watch people and we would go and I was going. So, yeah, I used to just sit there, mainly with my cousins when they were around. But yeah, that was good.
Next question. Did you have like a favorite song or a song that like meant something to you growing up?
Yeah, I had a favorite song. Parting in the Ghetto.
Did it mean anything to you, or you just like it was just one of your favorite songs?
Yeah, it's but we were naughty back in the day. That's why we love that song. Parting in the Ghetto. Growing up in Winter was like a ghetto, so it was a good life. We enjoyed our childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanna hear that song. I wanna hear it. Nah?
I don't know. I like music, so I can't say there was like one particular one that I used to like really like. I liked a variety of music. However, Missing You with Mia, Brandy, and all that song became somewhat of a sentimental song because after my cousin passed away, every time I heard, even now, I can't listen to it without thinking of her passed away. So, yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay. I like that song. Even Chloe. Okay. Next question. Which one can I say? Okay. What was like your dream life that you like dreamed for that you wanted as a child?
Ooh, very different now, eh? Just the normal. I think it was everybody's dream when we were a child. Just the normal, have a lot of money and drive a fancy car. What
Yeah, just went my father's school. You
drive?
remember that because there was this day, I don't know, my father was fixing some other like van committee. He was fixing it or something like that, and then he told my mother to come down with the car. That time we had the Opel, they call it the Beast,
Oh, we did.
and then
Is this what was that last come to?
and then my father told us to come down with the car. So me and my sister, we went with them. She's driving. Last we went down the road. She went in like the yard that my father was by. She was going into like the driveway. She said one way into the car and my father was busy with. And the auntie, the owner was there.
Anyway, as I was saying,
That I won't forget.
as
I
I
was
was
so
saying,
small, me and my sister.
as I was saying, yeah, just I wanted a big house with a pool and a huge yacht. Yeah.
A mansion.
Not really a mansion as such, but a big house. Yeah.
Nice 4-story. Same story. Big house. A Ferrari parked outside. Food. And this is just my life.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. Next question. How was your life growing up? How was your like the relationship with your parents? Like, were you close or like just okay?
Well, yeah, I was very close to my parents. And very naughty, so I used to go to hiding also.
Yeah, I had a very good relationship with my mom and my stepdad. My real dad, however, was a teacher. So yeah, but I had a good relationship with him, especially my mom, obviously. So yeah.
Uh, let me see one. Sorry, I'm looking for a nice one. Uh, oh, okay. Nah, I think this is like for you or like both of you. Um, like, okay, what age did you like did you get pregnant? And like, did you see it like coming or like it just like happened?
What age did you get what?
Pregnant.
You can't answer that you want I got pregnant when I was 20. It wasn't exactly planned, but yeah, it wasn't exactly like a planned thing. But I wouldn't say I was unprepared for it because I was already working. It was just before I turned 21. So I was already working, I had a good job, I was financially stable at the time. So it was a
We're
And
pregnant together.
okay.
Because I was doing all the rubbing and all the stomach rubbing and all those things. So we were pregnant
you don't
together.
want to not on his channel. Not on his channel, okay?
Okay. Like when you were small, did you like ever like dream about or like think about having children like when you were smaller or like, and if so, how like you're like wanting to like be parents?
No, I didn't have plans for any children. I was still, well, for me, I was still young, running around to the discos, going to Zoom and Xanadu and all that. And wheel spinning cars and all those things. So there was no room for children. I was still very naughty. Only when I started growing up again, myself and my wife started having plans for kids.
Okay, Ma?
I don't know what. At least when I was younger, like very young, I didn't really foresee children. However, when I grew up, like when I got a little bit older, I always said I wanted children. And I said, whether it's a, I wanted initially a boy and a girl. But I said, whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl, whether it's two girls, whether it's two boys, whether, it doesn't matter as long as it's just two.
And now she got 2 boys. Okay, next question. What was like the best thing that like happened to you when you were a child? Or what was like the best news that you heard as a child?
Then we were moving out of stock.
That came out of nowhere. That-
I'll never forget how happy me and Rachel were. Oh my god. We were staying in Woodstock in the flat. Yes, same Woodstock, the only Woodstock that we were. And the place was extremely small. My granny had a council flat, and we got a message to say that they had found two places, and one was in town, which was nice, really nice, up on the top floor, but now it's a shitty place. It's full of the drug. And then they showed us one in Guatemala Road, which is the one that we ultimately ended up taking. So we were really happy to get out of the area.
That came out of nowhere. Yeah.
Uh, we live in Newlands. Left Brentford to live in Newlands.
The question is, what's the best news you ever got?
I'm getting to it.
Oh,
Give him a moment.
Every moment. We left Brentford. We went to stay in Newlands. The first Leadenbridge. And then went to Newlands. So, the part comes. The best thing that happened to me is shifting back to Brentford.
Wow.
Newlands is a farm. So, we used to run Newlands bushes upright. So, the time of the hunting the bush and all of the Newlands. When we got back to Brentford, it was a city. I was happy.
Okay. Okay. What do you like doing, like in your free time, or like your spare time? that you
now, like now,
have?
sleeping.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping and hugging and cuddling and squeezing one another.
Okay.
No comment.
Okay. What was the like the expressions or like how did like your how did you all feel when I was born?
I wasn't so cool about it. I'm only joking. But we were both excited. I really got mad, yeah? It's quick thing.
Oh!
No, it was, how can I put it? So, we were happy. I think we celebrated together.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Of course we did.
We celebrate.
What is it?
Of course, we do.
Answer was there.
We celebrate with Jesus.
Was it like did you have like did you like have like the same emotions when Poland was born and flowing?
Yes. When they were born, I was even crying. And I got the kids.
You lied. You lied. Your face is lying. Can you cry?
That's kind of joy. It's just joy. Just joy tears coming down. Happy tears.
Okay.
Yes, we were very happy. We were nervous. But ultimately we were very happy. So yeah, we were glad when it was over and everything worked out. Yeah, we were excited, happy.
I was very nice.
Yeah, I know. I was there. You are nerves then.
Because you have Caesar. Like Caesar there in yeah, one of my friends.
Oh, just carry on to the next question. Talking about it.
Okay, like
Cutting my wife open to take Quaid out.
what was like, okay, when I was small, like, you're like, you have a vision of like, how you want it, like, being so like, big, or like your dress, your tux, like with your vision of how you wanted it and how you wanted it to be set up and all that.
We did plan it, but it never really worked out the way we wanted it to.
It was very okay. So if you want to know like what we envisioned, what I envisioned, it was very different to what had happened. And even what had happened was not what we wanted. If that makes sense.
And went to like we ended up rushing into it.
What do you mean rushing?
Rushing into the marriage. We're supposed to get all our ducks in a row and then
Yeah, but you didn't want
but
to
then,
wait.
yeah, so we couldn't wait. That's how
No, you couldn't wait.
we were so in love with each other. We just wanted to get married. Then you know how we got married. Then we got married, but push we still got married. Yeah. We were just rushing to get married. She loved me so much, I love her.
Hi, hello.
And
Alright,
like,
let me-
okay,
Let me rectify it, right? Let me rectify that version of the story. Right? No guy wanted to get married. Very, very rare. So when we got married, because saving for the wedding that we wanted was not really working out financially for us. So we had opted for do our vows at the church, have a bride afterwards. But then things spiraled out of control.
Just
Things spiraled out of control.
my water.
And so things spiraled out of control. And my mother was like, no, you need to have a dress, you need to do it properly, you need to do this, and you need to do that. So our actual
Wait,
wedding,
sorry. I was just telling him I made a vlog. Given one I told him I'm going to record.
yeah.
And I was like, I was just like having like a random like talk basically with him. And then I was like, I mentioned Gran and I was like, she was like one of my best grannies. Like she was like that one. Like we have to like do it properly.
She always wanted things, especially I was the eldest, and they are coming to tell her that no, we all getting married after like 10 years of being together. We all getting married.
How long have we been together?
You know.
Like before you were married? Like exactly. Okay.
So anyway, so I am her eldest daughter, first one to get married. And I'm coming to tell her that I'm gonna have a bride for my wedding, and she was like, that's not gonna happen. So yes, so that's why we ended up having the wedding that we had. And I was very blessed to have good friends and good family around us. It just made everything so fall into place so nicely. And so we had not the wedding of our dreams, but the wedding that we were meant to have. So it was nice.
That's so long. It was nice. I like my little green bow. Because the thing was like a green wine. Yeah. I'll put a picture like on the screen so I can see. I'm gonna get the phone. Because I don't know.
What will you are?
Are you proposing again?
Yeah.
So I was getting married to you again.
Yeah.
I did once. I must do it again. I tell the second time. First time was
Second time it would be like
second time that's of your own will. You know when you do things. You know they say that when you do something the first time, then you still want an excuse. Now when I do it second time,
but second time now is gonna be like we having a real wedding. Yeah. Inviting everyone.
no, I don't want to invite you.
your suit, get your wedding dress.
I don't invite. I don't invite people. People just come and eat your food, talk about the wedding, and then leave. No.
Alright, then we just
Next question. Okay, it's still based on this question. So like, be like before you like meet each other, like when you're like still like let's say like more smaller and stuff. Before you like meet each other and all, like what did you all like envision for your wedding?
Just a bright future. A bright future.
A wedding. What did you want your wedding to be like?
Oh, okay. All that fancy and all that. I just want her to look like what you call this? Not like a movie on TV. It just needed to be. It just needs to look like a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Not the wedding we had, but it must look like a full wedding.
Fairy tale.
Fairy tale.
Okay.
I will be a fairy tale.
It must be your mouth. Okay, so my dream wedding was actually, you see, your father is the blingy one. This is what I want to understand. Your father is the one that likes me. Me, on the other hand, I wanted obviously a nice grand wedding, but I envisioned something more plain and simple, by the beach. I've always wanted an outside beach wedding.
So that's why when you said when it comes to the island you want to have like a new mouse. Okay, so but that might be happening, but it won't be recorded and obviously.
Depends on ideas.
Okay.
This lady.
What's something that like that happened in your life that you like learn from?
Fake friends.
Okay.
From my wife, she always advises me, be careful. Well, I know a lot of people use me, but I don't mind. Then carry on. Fake friends. Carry on, fake friends.
I think for me, one of the biggest lessons that I learned was that I think the same thing, just a lot of fakeness with people that you think everywhere.
Exactly,
And-
it's false.
And for me personally, all of that only got revealed after my mom was here. It was a sad time, however, it was an eye-opening time because I really got to see that people only like me or approved of me or acknowledged me when I was doing things that benefited them and benefited everybody besides myself. And I'm grateful. I will never regret anything that I've done for anybody. So I don't regret helping anybody. But it showed me a lot. It showed me that there comes a time where you need to put yourself first and not everybody else in front of you. So for me, I think that was the biggest lesson that really took me out of my eyes. So, you said 20. It's like bordering.
Okay. Okay. What's your most like favorite memory or Like just a good memory that you like will not forget.
Like what you mean?
Like
when
that
we were younger?
happened.
Like when we were younger?
Yeah, when
When
like
we were
whatever
older?
one.
Okay. Oh God, where do I even begin?
They can't tell us the inner truth.
like, do you mean like there's so many stupid things, but
This is
I-
Kill and Kiss.
oh my God, I'm not that stupid. And there's so many. Oh my gosh, like okay, let me tell you the story. So for me, one of the many days that I will never forget for as long as I believe on planet Earth was the day that me and Jeremy, my cousin, stayed at my house for the evening, or was supposed to stay
I think I know which one you're gonna
for about for the evening. That was both the most funniest and most terrifying night of my life. So we stayed in Richmond Road, and behind our house in Richmond Road was the park, Brooks Road Park. And so we used to stay at the back in the Windy House, right? So we had a big Windy House that had lounge, kitchen, room, everything, right? So anyway, it was around exam time, and my mom went to go in. That time, my stepfather just about passed away, so it wasn't very long after he had passed. So my mother, Caitlin, my sister, was like very small. So she was very small. So my mother needed a lot of help. So it was around exam time, and my mother decided, okay, she's going to go and spend a couple of days at my grand's house, which was my 14-year-old flat. And so I was like, no, I don't really want to go there. There's people there, and I have to study and whatever. So she was like, okay, no, fine. And plus, it was Jeremy and then had just come down for the weekend. And she said, okay, no, you study. I think I was writing on the Monday or Tuesday, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I said, but I don't want to sleep by myself. So she said, okay, fine. When I go there, I'll tell Jeremy to come because me and Jeremy were quite close, right? Anyway, Jeremy came over and everything was fine. He was chilling in the lounge. He was busy watching TV there, acting like he was the boss. And I was in the room at the back. Now, the back room it was right next to the fence of the park. And so I have a very big fear of cockroaches. Now, I'm okay when they're crawling, but when they start flying, then
That's your
somebody-
favorite.
They don't need to know
They
that.
really need to start looking at our situation. So anyway, with that, and I'm very sensitive to like creepy crawly, so I can hear something walking like a mile away, you know. Anyway, fast forward, I'm busy studying, Jeremy's in the lounge, and all of a sudden I hear like something crawling, you know. And I looked around and I didn't see anything. So I was still okay because it was very hot that day. Right? It was around summertime. It was extremely hot. And I heard this thing crawling and I thought, okay, I'm just hearing things. I'll go back to study. And next thing I know, the entire room is completely filled with cockroach. So I'm now sitting on the bed, right? So I take, my mother had this big brown and white and black blanket. It was huge, big blanket. So I take that blanket and I cover myself. And I'm in the room, but I'm screaming. So Jeremy comes running from the lounge and he gets into the room. But now I love my cousin Jeremy, but you're one to save his life. So my guy takes off the slipper and he starts eating. Now you must know I'm on the bed. I am covered. The blanket is completely under in over every. There was no gap for anything to come through. But all I can hear is doof, 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 doof. And Jeremy is imagine all of those cockroaches by itself. I'm screaming, close the door, close the door. And Jeremy's like, outside, so yeah, so that was the best and the worst day of my life. and then eventually he dies down with the heating because now the door's closed. He dies down with the heating.
So it's the doors open and
And the cockroach was flying in. And so it's like almost as if they were following one another. And then he closes the room door, and then he's fighting the cockroaches while I'm ducking. And then eventually he says to me, and I thank God. So what did I do? I jumped off the bed, no shoes on. I jumped off the bed and I kick it. I ran all the way to the flat and I was crying. I was so excited.
so you left him there?
Of course. I was supposed to wait for him. I ran all the way to the flat. I got there and my mother thought something had happened. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And then Jeremy comes running after me. He died when he closed the fucking door. He didn't close the door and he didn't lock up. He just left everything. I don't know what he was chasing me for. He said he was wondering why I'm running away. I'm running away from the cockroaches. So yeah. Then we had to go right back to Richard Wood Road, lock the door, get my shoes, and then he came. To the
Lucky God outside.
Yes, that was one of my few memorable stories.
Okay. Yeah? You remember the question?
What was your most memorable memory?
Hello.
Nothing?
I never really have a trauma like that.
Oh wow.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be like crazy, but like just anything that you like, just like that you won't forget about, like a memory that you won't forget.
That's when you make gravel drove all the way to Phoenix. To the farm.
Verulam.
Verulam.
We went to Verulam with
Yeah.
bicycles.
Dad, did you feel this? Did you?
Yes, I felt it.
Because I
To Granville's grandpa farm. We went on bicycle. We were riding our bicycle. Freeway. We were riding bicycles on the freeway. Two little boys going to Verulam farm.
And where were you staying at that time that you biked all the way?
We were staying in Wentworth. We used to always ride to Newlands East, go visit my uncle Ivan, and my cousin Boyke, and then towards early, late afternoon, whatever you want to call it, then we make our way back to Wentworth. But Verulam, that was the classic.
Okay, this will be the last question, and the last question will be, what is the most craziest, dangerous thing that you like done?
Oh, shit, there are lots. Can I even
I'll
remember?
need you time before you.
Do you have any?
There's too many. I can't even think of one. I just know when I used to do backflips. I broke my arm. I went back to another backflip. Broke my arm again. I don't know. There was a lot of
And
crazy
he keeps
things.
the cupboard like under his house.
Keep the cupboard.
With the built-in stove always and broke his his heel. Who breaks their heel in real life? Who breaks their heel?
Yeah, so you punch the walls. The walls
I
used to
think
get
that's
chips.
where I got it from.
The walls used to get holes.
Because I do the same thing when I get a punch the thing. I don't care if it's a rock or
And I put
a punch.
holes in the walls.
My God.
And then my father ran on the soup. When it's painting time, he patches up all the holes and he repaints the whole house.
Cover it brown.
Very cool. He ran out of paint.
You went purple. You went brown.
Every room has got a different color.
Brown, green, and blue.
Why?
The house is done.
Brown. Green.
White circles and black circles.
He said it's scratch. My God said it's scratch. No, I wasn't crazy. I never break.
Yeah, that was his. He made LP records there
Yeah.
on the ceiling.
That
All
was
over.
That was his
During the-
doors forever. No, I never did anything.
Suleiman Adams.
Nothing.
Crazy man.
I never did anything that's dangerous as such. No, I'm a safe person.
Nothing crazy.
No.
And Cuttings Beach, near Granville. It was me, Granville, Vaughan, Diana, so Byron came to us. But we were all swimming, and then all of a sudden, myself and Granville, we just found ourselves behind the waves of Cuttings. Then Granville started getting nervous. I said, Granville, look where we are. Look where's the shore. We couldn't even see our other friends on shore. They were like ants on shore. So I said, hey, Granville, let's make our way back. Hey, the man is panicking. He's not swimming, he's splashing the water, beating it. I said, relax, bro, relax. Let's go slowly. Once we hit the waves, when we get to the waves, then the waves are going to wash us to shore. So we went slowly, we are swimming on our back, then we swim on our stomach, because we are tired of swimming. So once we reached the waves, then we relaxed. When the wave came, and we were like surfboards. As it came up, we were swimming with it to shore. And we made it to shore. We never drowned. We could swim, as I tell you. I should have became a lifesaver.
On Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach. Those days.
You like never done like anything, like nothing at all, like nothing crazy.
Honestly,
Running and flying like Superman. That was crazy.
where? On the beach?
No, remember.
We barely flopped. The fan! I was trying to rescue the child. What's wrong?
We never see the
We
drop.
didn't see that there was a drop. So
And
the
the bike
bank
flies.
went like this. It went down, but then it dipped again. Like that. So we didn't see that it
We were
went
running
down.
in the
We
air.
was
We were running in the air. And all of a sudden, fell on the stomach, air out.
Yeah, no, that's I was reading the days.
Going on rescue the same one. He passed away now.
Oh,
Cold,
cold.
cold.
We were going to rescue him. He was drowning in, I don't know what beach was it there.
Shady.
Shelly Beach.
No, I never do anything crazy.
Okay, okay, I'll make this the very last question now. What is your favorite thing about being parents?
Hey, there's good days and there's bad days.
There's your favorite one.
Favorite parents.
Favorite thing about being a parent.
The favorite thing about
Which
being
one of this did you
parents.
sign up for?
Yeah,
Just
there's
stress us out.
good and bad days about being.
Yeah, but they just stress us out on good and bad days. They just stress us out.
So, what do we say?
I'm only joking.
No good days of being a parent.
The fish. They give us stress, guys. Okay, the best part I think about being a parent is watching my children grow. You know, like seeing them grow into responsible human beings. They can be.
Young men.
That's the most rewarding part about being a parent. They stress us out. They stress us out. They stress us out. But when they grow up, they still stress us out. Okay.
But then now, the children also want to be parents. They become parents after that.
Yeah, you see, that's why they stress us out.
Yeah.
But it.
So they're still telling us what we must do.
Oh, where are people going? Where are going? Like, I'm cool. What's the way?
We call them have a crazy night together.
They never know.
We go to the shop or we walk away.
Anyway.
Yes, you're getting old now. All people are getting now. You already forget when you put the glasses when it's in front of you.
I'll
So,
never forget where I stayed.
Yeah, now for me, the most rewarding part about being a parent is watching our children grow and seeing how they do sometimes listen to us and take our advice. So,
Yeah, we'll be blessed to watch our children grow up. Most parents don't see their children grow up. They pass on at an early age. Brentwood, all the youngsters are getting shot dead. So their parents have not even seen them grow up nicely. So I say, us, be blessed. We got good children. We say, stay in the house, they stay in the house. Sit down on that couch. They sit down on the couch.
Amanda.
No, we don't have no problems. No problems. We're just living our best life.
but yeah,
That's all.
Alright.
okay. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, if you enjoyed watching this, and if you have any questions, comments, and we will answer them. And if you want more videos like this, we go nicely and clearly. Well,
That's why we get CNN.
This is what you're starting out.
okay, before I go, I just want to also to check out my clothing brand and follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok, and every on Snap too. Anyways, thank you for watching. This was cool. And yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a good night. Or if it's daytime for you, have a good day or a good night.
Somewhere
Wait.
Around is somewhere around there. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, everything.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Okay. Goodbye. See you when we see you.
Ta-da.
Fucker in my chain, you can see me in the night. Told her bend it over, let me eat it with some ice. Big dude, baby, she gon' want it all night. Track hall 6 when I knew you heard the pipes.